Hi, Python collections collection.Counter. A counter is a container that stores elements as dictionary keys and their counts are stored as dictionary values. We have a list of numbers here, and some of the numbers are repeated multiple times. And if we pass this list to a counter function, the counter will store this list as a dictionary with keys as individual values and the number of times that particular value has appeared. For example, 2 has appeared 4 times in this list, so it has stored 4 as the value. Similarly, 3 has appeared again 4 times, so it stores 4 against the 3. So that's the function of collection. Now let's go to the task. Raghu is a shoe shop owner. His shop has X number of shoes. He has a list containing the size of each shoes he has in his shop. There are n number of customers who are willing to pay X amount of money only if they get the shoe of their desired size. Your task is to compute how much money Raghu earned. Let's see the input that we are getting. The first input defines the number of shoes Raghu has. In the second input, we are getting the list of shoe sizes owned by Raghu. The third input defines the number of customers, and the remaining consecutive inputs shows the customer's preference for the shoe size and the price they are willing to pay. We need to find the amount of money earned by Raghu. So the first customer wants 6 number shoe and it was sold for 55 rupees. The second customer also wants 6 number shoe and it was sold for 45 rupees. So far Raghu earned 100 rupees. The third customer also wants 6 number shoe, but there are no more 6 number shoes in Raghu's inventory, so this customer was not served. The fourth customer wants 4 number shoe and it was sold for 40 rupees, and the fifth customer wants 18 number shoe and it was sold for 60 rupees. So the total earning so far is 200. The sixth customer wants 10 number shoe and there are no 10 number shoe in Raghu's inventory, so this customer was also not served. So the total earnings is 200 rupees, and that's what we are going to code. Inputs first. So the first input is the number of shoes. So I'll just type as a number of shoes, which is equal to input. And input is always in string format, so I will typecast it to integer. And second is the inventory, so I'll have the variable as inventory, which is equal to again input. Now we are getting this entire line as input, so I'll split this line by passing a split function. Now the values are stored in a list, but it's in string format, so I'll convert it to integer by using a map function. So map, and I'll pass it to int, and I'll also pass the input list. Yeah, so now we have a map object. I will again convert it to list by passing it to the list function. Okay, so let me write the output as well. So print number of shoes I will also print inventory. Let's run the code and see the input. Okay, so number of shoes 10, and inventory we have the sizes stored in a list. Now we will pass this list to a counter function. So for that I need to import counter. So it's in collections, so from collection import counter. let's define the variable as size availability. Size availability is equal to, now we will pass this inventory variable to a counter function. So counter of inventory. Okay, so we'll also get our customers is equal to int of input. Let's run the code. So we have the availability of shoe sizes. 5 number shoe, there are 2 numbers. 6 number shoe, there are 2 numbers, and remaining shoes we have just 1. So we got the output that we want. Now let's get into the code. We will now loop through the list of customers and get the size requirement and the price the customer is willing to pay. So for customer in customers, and it's a range of customers, so yeah, I pass the range function. We'll get 2 inputs, which are size and price, which is equal to input. Now we will get this line as input, so I'll split this line. Now it will be stored in a list, but it's in string format, and I'll convert it to integer by using a map function. And I will convert this map into a list. Yeah. Let's print this size. Let's see if we are getting it in the required format. Yeah, so we got it. We do not need this print statement, and of course we do not need this one also. Let's remove that later. For now, let's check if the shoe size is available by looping through this dictionary. If size availability, okay, and we'll pass the size as the key. And we'll check if the size is available, and we'll get the corresponding price of the shoe, and we'll add it to the earnings. Earnings is equal to earnings plus price, and I will declare earnings here is equal to 0. So what will happen now? Let's say the size is 6, so it will check for size availability of 6. So size availability of 6 is there, and there are 2 numbers, and it will get its corresponding price. So the price is 55, so it will add 55 to the earnings. And now we will decrement this size availability, and I will just call the same key size. I'll decrement it by say -1. Okay, and we'll print the earnings. So that's it, that's the logic. Let's see if we are getting the correct output. I will comment out the unwanted print statements. Yeah, so run the code. So it passed the initial test case, and I will submit it, and it passed all the test cases. So that's the solution. If you like the video, hit the like button, and if you like the content, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.